Yes, so I'm Tilo Krebs. I'm the sales director inside Hectronic, so I'm responsible for the worldwide market. So we are happy to present also our products here on that exhibition on the Parken 2019. So we have again a lot of machines here, but also a lot of online services and additional features like mobile apps or other services. Yes, and that depends a little bit on the market itself. So here in Germany, it's slightly slower, but in general, the hardware is not anymore so important than in the past. But what we know is, or what we notice is that the hardware is still needed. So we need the hardware, and the software services are coming as add-on. So that's maybe the trend what we have here in Europe, also in the US, for instance. But I think that's a trend. Have an hardware, have less hardware, but together with additional services, mobile apps, detection systems, occupancy data is important. All these things are coming more and more, but it's based on hardware. It's our newest model, what we rolled out in Stockholm, city of Stockholm. That's really something fancy. So, and this machine hasn't anymore a coin slot or a printer inside. It's only paying by credit card, contactless or with chip. And that's a normal touch display where you enter your car license plate, and everything is then really guided by the touch display. So that's really new, and with that machine, there is no need of additional paper, no need of or less maintenance. So it's really the trend. So on that, what we can see that still also on the northern countries, hardware is needed. So that's again something what we know. Yeah, it depends on the requests or the demands of the customer. This machine is of course something innovative, trendy. We will use also these new features like real-time parking. You check in, check out, and the machine compared with a parking lot of off-street parking, you can do it on that machine too. Also in other markets, of course, that's something what we will roll out in other countries, and that's our standard product philosophy. Project-specific features will be introduced in our standard portfolio, and then coming also to other countries. Yes, that's our newest product, what we are now introducing, rolling out a lot of different countries. And this Hexbot system is measuring free and occupied parking places, and it's a camera-based system. It's different to existing systems with sensors, which is not so flexible. With that system, we are much more flexible and can measure in an easy way all the free and occupied parking places. So, and that's something, which is really demanding, or the market is really demanding that feature, because a lot of traffic is parking surge in traffic, and with that product we can reduce the traffic, and so that's something what is really demanded, or we get the demands from the market and from the cities. We installed this system in Switzerland, for example, but also in Norway. We got 1 month ago an order from Norway, where we have to install 5 locations with exactly that product, and that makes me happy because that's now part of the innovation. These customers are also very innovative, and with that product we can innovate or introduce also additional features. Currently we are measuring, as I said, occupied and free parking places by comparing picture by picture. But in the future we also can count certain areas. We can identify car license plates and so on and so. So we improve the system, extend the system, but we only can do it when we have installations. So that we know also the market experience, so that we know the customer requests and so on. That's why I'm so happy that we have started a lot of installations meanwhile. Yeah, our CTEA Go is also part of our product portfolio, and CTEA Go is a white-labeled mobile payment app. And I said white-labeled, and that's a different to other existing mobile apps. So that's not Hectronic will not be labeled as a Hectronic product. Of course, it's an Hectronic product, but it will be labeled as a city app then. For instance, Wiesbaden app, whatever. So, and that's then also marked and shown as this app. So this application, mobile application, is an add-on to our parking meters, CTEA. And the big advantage is really that is the combination in the back office system. You have all the transaction of the CITEA, that's our parking meter, and all this transaction of the CITEA Go, that's the mobile payment app, in one back office system. And all the common established payment methods like Visa card, MasterCard, Giro card in Germany are implemented in that application and can used as simple payment method. Yeah, we have some locations. The latest installations we have is in Switzerland, in Pratteln and Münsterlingen, and of course also in Belp. So for that we convince the customer to use our CITEA Go together with our CITEA machines, and this is our latest installations. The difference to the other products, of course, it's a white labeled app. It's not a Hectronic app, and it's not will not be published as an own brand. It's the part of the city app. For instance, it can be integrated in a city app as a parking rider, or it's an own city app, and that's a big difference. And of course, it's in combination, and it's totally integrated in our back office system. These are the two main unique selling points where we are saying that's different. Where we are different to the established providers. I think there will be a merge of on-street and off-street. Today we have a differentiation between off-street and on-street. Something is on the street or in a parking house. That won't be anymore the case. So there will be more an integration with software, less barriers. Maybe a cash machine is still necessary, but a smaller one with cameras to detect who's entering the car park or who's entering a certain street. That will be the same technology. So for me, it will be smaller hardware, still sensors are needed, but more software, more cameras, and will be a merge between on and off street.